Yeah, yeah, yeah. What's up, everybody? Big Killzown on your phone, and my money still long. And the team is forever, ever
Since
strong. And I'm
this
here.
is not your broadcast, why you doing your intro?
Oh,
Oh,
my bad.
refrain from that. Yeah, back up. This is Truth Be Told by Deja Vu and Big Kills on Jones. See, that's how we supposed to do this. This is by compromise.
Oh, okay, okay, I got
Yeah. So
you. You was over
before
there
break,
looking.
well,
You was
what?
over there looking cute, so I got beside myself.
I'm always cute. Oh, so hi everybody. Happy New Year to everybody. You want to say Happy New Year to someone?
Happy New Year to everybody. Happy New Year. Happy New
He's
Year.
so
Happy New Year.
impolite. So before the break, we had a lot of comments on our intergenerational curses, and a lot of people felt the way about what you said. You want to clear some up? Big Hills on Jones.
No,
You
what's
know
up,
what I'm
Charlie?
so?
Well,
Hey,
I'm gonna
hey
say
guys.
I'm gonna say this about what I said about cause I'm not gonna take back what I said, but I'm gonna break down what I said. And what
Yeah.
I said basically was um about women not being able to raise single parents,
And a lot
single
of men felt the
mothers.
way. A lot of men felt that way about a way because they was raised by their mother, so they was got a
Okay,
little in their feelings.
okay, but I'm saying, and that's gonna happen because it's your mama. You love your mama like I love my mama. But let's be honest here, your mother can't, it's things that your mother physically and emotionally can't show you how to move, and can't show you how to do, move, think, and act because she's not a man. She's not and men move differently around men do than they do around women. So with this being said, it's not an insult to say that single parents, single mothers, single black mothers in general, you know what I'm saying, can't raise good members of society. But there are things that a man can only learn from a man, and it is some gamed up women out here that are able to be able to convey some of those things, you
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? But in general, because a lot of us act emotionally, and we as men, we're supposed to be leaders. We're supposed to be calm. We're supposed to think and do things rationally without, without just jumping in or just going off of raw emotion. And so
Right.
that's what I meant. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Well, I
no
just wanted
slight
you to
against.
clarify because a lot of men hit me up and they was like, "I don't agree with what he said," and I was like in my feelings about it. So I wanted you to clear the air.
I
So
mean, because you love your mama. Because that's again, it's a emotional response. And I used to get emotional about it until, my own mother told me, it's like they not wrong. People, the men telling you this, that you being a certain way, but you can only go off of the example. So women by nature are emotional. If I'm spending my time, because children, we soak up, as children, we soak up things as sponges.
right,
You know what I'm saying? You learn and you get some of your traits. Some of them are inwardly, spiritually, and emotionally that are just passed down from generation to generation. That's why we say generational curses.
right.
And then
But yeah,
some of the things are picked up as you growing and going along. So it's
right,
not a slight to single moms or nothing like that, because I was raised by a single mom. So it's not a thing, but
right.
even she'll tell you that there's just some things that can't be taught by a single mother. So
Hmm.
that's what I meant when I said
Disagreed.
that.
Yeah. Well, I know what you meant, but they needed a little clarification about what that actually what you was trying to say because to them
Hmm.
it was like, what the hell?
Hmm.
So
And that's a thing of us, um, and in us ending single parentum. parenting, excuse me, that we will get away from, because we as men got to stop getting in our feelings when we're being criticized, or when somebody around us is being criticized,
Right.
because that's, first of all, it's not even your battle to fight. It's you as a man recognizing these things and then making the necessary changes and adjustments.
Well, it
That's
is a
what that
battle
is.
to fight because they have to change their lifestyle in the way of they thinking. So it is
Mm-hmm.
kind of like they have to navigate through life, do different, you know what I'm saying, different tactics that they have to use and apply that daily.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what the breaking down generational curses, and then those curses meant. We can't repeat the pattern.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So tonight is an interesting topic that I wanted to talk about. And if you single, maybe you can feel me on this one. If not, maybe you dealing with somebody in your life that has this type of situation going on. But in the single life of dating, especially in St. Louis, because we're in St. Louis, dating is kind of difficult. And especially during COVID, but it's already difficult. We're talking about mental illness, dealing with dating life or in a relationship. Um,
Mm-hmm.
which is, I feel
Mm-hmm.
like it's an important factor because this is a participant of your spouse and your lifestyle and stuff like that. So I wanted to talk about, how do you feel, what is the right wording to that? How do you feel dealing with somebody who has mental illness regarding a relationship?
Okay, so we're gonna go to mental illness, and then we're gonna talk about
Mm-hmm.
the different types of day.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, and this is gonna be a controversial thing, right?
You
I
gonna strike a
feel
nerve tonight again?
yeah, yeah, yeah. We gotta do it again. This is why I told you, because see, we um Deja wants this to be a limited series, but based upon the feedback that she got and I got, I feel like we this is a safe space and we should kind of keep this going.
So you think we should
So
continue this show?
yeah, because it's like I told you off air that it's it has like, between us as friends, and then with other people that watched it and said, "Oh, I like this. This is something different." Because most of the time on the internet, they see people having, disagreements or arguments or fights. You get on Clubhouse, everybody is arguing, fighting, going back and forth,
Yeah.
catcalling. It's not a discussion or a dialogue that's being had for real.
Right.
Um, on the internet. So to get to the topic,
Yeah.
I feel,
Okay.
that mental illness, let's just start with the mental illness before we get to the dating. It is, after, if it's not directly affecting your brain, like you don't have developmental issues,
Okay,
like,
let's talk about depression, because depression
yeah.
in itself is a direct to your brain. So dealing with some, let me get more specific. I think that's how you say it. How do you deal with somebody who has depression?
um you gotta kind of, well, first of all, you got to understand where they coming from, and you can't penalize them or like criticize them. Like, you kind of have to let them work through it, because it's kind of like I was gonna say, mental illness after a certain point, and if it's nothing physically wrong with you that's causing it, like you don't have any developmental issues with your brain or your heart or whatever,
Mm.
it's a choice, because we are all formed by the choices that we made and how people treated us. And it's like, what I'm saying, me personally, during the quarantine, like, I had to decide, personally, um to get over my depression, to get over my anxiety. Like, a lot of things I had to kind of just push forward and just kind of work through, because I could no longer like I had to face everything. Like I had to face everything, and it's a friend stress free environment. Now it has been some things as of recent, personally that have happened that kind of caused me to step back or slip back into that, but it had nothing to do with me. It was situations that was out of my control. You know what I'm saying? But there's situations that are in your control. You have to just be patient with that person. You can't get mad at that person if they, go dark or they are distant or whatever. You can't be upset with that person. You know what I'm saying? Unless they are telling you, okay, well, I'm gonna do this, and then you know what I'm saying. And after you ask them, if it's not like I said, like something personal, like dealing with a sick loved one or dealing with a loss or something like that. If it's just like, oh well, I was depressed, and then you find out later on that what I'm saying, they was kicking it with this chick or they was kicking it with their homies and they really didn't make that time for you. You know what I'm saying? But um really you have to just work with that person, and if you love that person, you gonna either stick it out with them,
Mhm.
and you know what I'm saying, or before y'all move forward, you're going to allow that person to work through their feelings, and it has to be an understanding. Are y'all gonna be together, or y'all gonna be single? Are y'all gonna tap in to see how each other's doing? Are y'all gonna work through each other's problems? Because you might have some problems and issues you dealing with too. So
Yeah,
you
that's true.
know, that's how I feel about when you deal with people that have mental illness or depression, because I feel like mental illness, if there's nothing physically wrong with you,
Mhm.
developmentally or physically, internal, external, it's a decision, and you have to kind of get out of that dark cloud. And the way that I did it was I saw what was right in front of me, which was building this podcast network, which was doing, being consistent on YouTube, which was putting out as much content as I could while working and looking after the family and them looking after me during this time. And, especially with everything we got going on in the world right now, it was just a thing of no matter the obstacle, no matter the pain or whatever setback that I felt like I had to invest in myself. I had to bet on myself, and I had to get myself. I feel like every man will relate to me on this. You kind of want to get to a place where you are, financially stable, you're happy where you're at, you have accomplished some things before you kind of settle down. And those are the things that I'm kind of been working on, those three things right there, where if somebody was to enter my life or come back into my life, then I can say, okay, I checked these boxes off. But I'm not expecting nobody to wait on me. I'm not expecting nobody to understand. I'm not expecting none of that. You know what I'm saying? So, not to be too long winded, I want to hear your take
Which
on it.
you are, as per usual.
Yeah, yeah. I wanted to explain it because I don't want nobody coming back and being like, yeah, Chills don't say something that I didn't agree
Well,
with.
like you, yeah, yeah, because they have. But for me personally, being a single woman and in this dating world, whatever you want to call it, and because I come across a lot of men that have mental illness, but see, it's for me. Now I might get a little backlash from what I'm about to say too.
Oh.
It's like it's like um if you're not seeking no help, if you're not getting no resources to help you manage your behavior and manage your brain activity, and you can be stabilized, it's like it's hard to feel bad for you a little bit,
Mhm.
because if you really want help, you're going to seek help. And if you really are dealing with this, because depression is a disease. So if you're really dealing with this disease, you need to seek some type of help. And I feel
Mhm.
like being in a relationship, you cannot rely on other people to do that for you. And that's
Mhm.
what becomes a problem. And it's like, because now you like a liability. Like if I have to run
Mm,
behind you to make sure you ain't trying to harm yourself or you're not in a dark place, because I've been with guys that have just been in that dark place, and it's like, well, I can't do anything if you don't. I can't help you if you can't help yourself. So
mm,
it becomes a little bit of a burden, and not trying to be nasty or mean or nothing like that, but it's just like
mm,
you have to take the necessary steps to correct your own situation that you're battling with. And let's get into um between a storm and depression, between
mm,
a hard time and a depression. A
mm,
hard time is not always gonna be there. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
Like you might go through something and it's like, yeah, I'm going through a hard time, but that's not depression. Because
mm,
depression is a 24/7 mood.
mm,
You're stuck in this mood. So like a lot of people confuse a hard time with depression.
mm,
And it's like you got to be able to distinguish the two, because it just it comes off like, oh well, I had a bad day, I'm depressed. That's not depression. You just had a fucked up day. Sorry y'all, but you just had a bad day, you had a bad moment. That don't mean you're depressed.
mm,
And a lot of that, and I hate to get into that subject, but a lot of that plays into religion also. But
mm,
I'm not going to dove into that because we all have different religious beliefs. But
mm,
you have to believe into something. You have to believe something. So it's just like, for me, I kind of don't want to deal with somebody who has that, because you become, like I said, a liability.
mm, mm.
No offense to nobody
I,
who's battling that, but if you have not taken the proper necessary steps, nobody's gonna babysit you.
exactly. I feel, you're right, and I feel like that ties into what I said earlier is that, especially as a man, I feel like because women they go through their emotional roller coasters, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying, at
Well,
a
we
whole bunch of
emotional
different times.
people. We're emotional,
Exactly.
and if a
So,
woman says she ain't emotional, she lying.
mm, well, I mean, it's some women that's cold hearted out here that
No, no,
just,
she been hurt so bad, she just whatever. But she's emotional
mm,
too. Don't get it
hmm
twisted.
so okay, and you want me to lead in the next topic, or we gonna?
No, I thought you was gonna finish your thought because you was
No,
saying for
I
men.
well, I was saying for men. Hold on. Okay, I was making sure we was good over there on the audio.
What's up with
But
your audio? You did that last time. Okay.
no, I was just making sure we was good. I mean, I did the same thing with shout out to Hayes.
Oh,
He in the chat from the You Ain't Lying podcast. Uh
oh, hello, Hayes. I don't. Yeah.
his ain't popped up yet on the stream yard.
Oh.
But like I said, like I feel like as a man you should try to get those things under control, because once as a man, once you conquer that, you can be
Mm.
that rock, you can be that support system for your woman, because your woman is going through, they going through menstrual cycles, they going through
But that's not depression.
insecure. No, I
It's
know
not
that, but I'm
depression.
saying it's
But you
not.
listing those things, and let's distinguish those things, because the menstrual cycle, yes, that lasts about 4 or 5 days, and she's over it. Yes,
Okay,
you know what I'm saying.
insecurities, trouble on the
Insecurity, that goes
job,
with self esteem.
hmm
Let's
dealing with
just call
other
it spade a
folks.
spade. Keep going.
Well, cause y'all want to, cause y'all have all these little things, and they not issues, but they just, I say they like trials that y'all deal with on a regular basis. Y'all have to. It's so much that y'all have to deal with that men don't have to deal with, and that goes back to what I said earlier.
And
Y'all have
y'all have
to,
to deal with things that we don't have to deal with. So it's vice
yeah,
versa. Yeah.
yeah. But I feel like a woman should be able to come to her man and he most of the time be solid. Now, in the same token, the man should be able to come to the woman and should be able to, let off some steam or confide in her and everything else like that, and they work through whatever issue it is. So that I agree with you. I feel like people need to work through that, and if you got a whole bunch of, because I know me personally, it's a lot when you dealing with a woman that's got a lot of hurt and emotional damage, because you can't really
But it's
they
not your job to heal them either. Like, it's not your
exactly.
responsibility. And that's what the problem is. A lot of people get with people just so they can feel like they can be healed or be happy when they don't
Hmm.
know that that shit comes within. So it's like
Hmm.
you are never going to find that soulmate that you so desperately want if you're relying on somebody else to make you feel satisfied.
Hmm. Exactly. Um. Yeah, that you hit the nail on the head. Like we in agreement.
Yeah. For the first time in like what, two episodes? Okay,
Hmm.
so the next topic, which regarding to dating online versus dating in person. Now,
Well,
let me
go
back
ahead.
up. Meeting online versus meeting in person. Sorry, because you ain't eventually you have to see each other, right?
Hmm.
So, let you want to take that one.
No,
Start
you
off.
go first. You go first.
Well, I mean, now you go first because I feel like you have a
Okay.
lot to say.
No, it ain't that much. I feel like dating in person is a little bit more organic. Y'all are meeting, whether y'all meet at school or out in public. I wouldn't recommend meeting nobody at work or at church or somewhere where you got to go all the time. Like school, you might have a class here
Watch
or a
out for
class
them
there.
family churches because you know everybody know everybody.
Exactly. So that's the thing. Like, so church and work, you want to kind of refrain from dating somebody, because if y'all break up, this is a place that y'all gonna see each other at the majority of the time. But
Hmm.
um, you know, meeting in person is a little bit more organic. It kind of could happen in happenstance, and I know a lot of people that met people in person or met people through friends. Like they might have pulled up with a guy, and the guy came to hang, or pulled up with a woman, and then they hit it off, and next thing you
Hmm.
know, boom, they in a relationship. Next thing you know, a couple years later, they then got married. You know what I'm saying? I knew it was a girl that I wanted to talk to, that I had waited, and they was at my job, but I had waited and I was scared to put my bid in. And by the time that I did, 6, 7 months later, you know what I'm saying, I was gonna break my rule, but see, we was on two different spots at the job, so it wasn't like we was gonna always see each other type deal.
Right.
And I knew how to keep my mouth shut. But um the point was, she had already ran into this guy, and now it's been 4 or 5 years and they get married. So you know what I'm saying? Meeting online is a little bit different, because I say for women, I think it's a little easier for y'all, because y'all know what y'all like, y'all know what y'all want, and if a dude that fit that description hits you up, then boom. But for the guys, you gotta kind of, it's like shooting a free throw. It's like you could come with the game. You can either have the game and the finesse, or you can have, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have the game of the finesse, or you may not have the look. You might have the look, but you ain't got no game and no conversation. So you get into that DM, or you get into that dating app, or whatever the case may be, and y'all, if y'all don't click, then it ain't gonna work. You feel me?
Hmm.
So basically, I feel like dating online for women, I feel like it's a little safer, it's a little advantageous. Y'all
It's
like to
not really
play.
safe. Now, have you like saw the
Well,
movie?
I feel. I mean, yeah, but but
No.
for both. Well, I say safer in the fact that you kind of can get a look at who you talking to. You can go on their Facebook page. You can go
You
on.
know about that TV show called Catfish?
I mean, yeah, but see, the thing is, you always video chat, or
Okay, that's
you
different.
know you
That's
have to
totally
you.
different.
Well,
Yeah.
no, you have to go through. It's steps that you have to go through. You
No, I'm
gotta
saying
get on.
that's different if you video
Yeah,
chatting versus just straight talking. You
no,
know,
you
because
don't do that.
that's shit. Yeah, yeah. Because a lot of people they just straight talk and then they don't, eventually video chat. It's like, that's kind of a little suspect. But for me, with the whole dating app thing, it's just like when you're a career woman too. You really don't have the time to sit and meet people, and you know, it ain't like, oh, we go into the grocery store and you just bump into that person. Granted, it might happen that way, but necessarily 9 times out of 10, you really, that's not really gonna be your life. So it's like, you know, with the dating, of course, it's security reasons too why you shouldn't. But it's just like it's more convenient, but then it takes away. I feel like somebody just really want to get to know you too, because it's
Mm-hmm.
kind of like, you know, a lot of people, they don't have a lot of conversation, so they just looking at you like, okay, but what's the next subject? Like what we
Mm-hmm.
talking about? And that's
Mm-hmm.
like, is that's bad, because it's like you don't know how to have a conversation. You ain't gonna last on this app anyway.
Mm-hmm. And then
And if you don't have a
sometimes
conversation, what the hell we gonna talk about in person?
exactly. And so you got to be able to be able to fill out the conversation. If y'all if it's just a link, then y'all really don't need to have that much conversation other than are you
If it's just a
STD
hookup,
free?
it don't
Yeah,
even.
if it's just a yeah, we don't say hookup, we say link now.
No,
It's the more.
I say hookup.
Oh, okay, so yeah, that's what I'm saying. You need to make sure you save, they safe, and everything else like that. And you got that y'all using prophylactics and all of that. So if you're doing all of that for just the link,
Wow,
you know,
really?
I mean, but now you got to be safe though. Even though you got to be safe, you got to go, probably somewhere like, somewhere you don't want to go to nobody's house or nothing like that. If it's just the link,
Yeah, but you know, a
but
lot of women, they ruin that, because a lot of men, they expect to come to your house to lay up in your shit, and it's like, wait, what? It's
oh
like,
yeah, no,
you
no,
don't
you
even
gotta,
know me.
you don't even know
I
you
could
like
be a
that. But see,
murderer. What?
yeah, they because a lot of cause see that goes back to what I
Why?
said
Wait.
earlier.
Why was you rubbing your face like that? What have
Cause
you
it's fun.
been doing?
No, I ain't never been my story. Like I always
You was
like
rubbing that face too hard.
no, it's just that I heard so many women say that, and that go back to what I said about. That's why it goes into the
It's
single
the
mother thing.
truth.
It
Like,
goes
I can
into
talk to somebody new now. They be like, "Where you at?" I'm like, "Do I know you? Hello,
mm,
how you doing?"
oh yeah, they trying to find a home. Cause see, the thing
Yeah.
is, a lot of dudes,
And
like
fuck
I
the
said,
weather. It's all this year round. Don't be talking about it's
yeah,
cold outside. Nah, it's 365 days that they constantly
mm,
do this. Mm-mm.
oh yeah, because the thing is, this is the thing. This is what I said earlier about a man having his money right, and that's not necessarily meaning having a whole bunch of money, but having his bills and having his debt under control and having his own car and own apartment or house or condo or whatever loft, like, and then being happy in what he's doing, because then it's like, okay, yeah, I'm finna have a girl pull up. But then some women, I heard some women say, I don't want to do to come over their house, because if they come, if they come to my house, if something happens, I got a whole plan set up. I got the blicky over there. I got the security system button over here. You know what I'm saying? I got all these. I know how to get out. But if I go over this dude house, so it's some women that are getting invaded because these dudes need a home, and there's some women that's like, okay, oh, we can go to the Airbnb. See, the Airbnb is the clutch thing, because now if I had you come over,
You don't want to be in nobody's house this day and age right now. No,
no, but
not
I
right.
mean, no,
If you do something
I
wrong,
I mean, I feel like the guys need to get their stuff, and it happens with women too. Like women be
women
wanting to
too.
come,
Like, it's on both ends of the spectrum. It's
but
just the
it be
level.
more guy,
It's
yeah, the
it's
guys.
it's more like the your standard level. You know what I'm saying?
And that
Because
goes
ain't no
back
way
to
in the hell.
and
Like,
it goes back to what I said about men being men, because a lot of us guys are being coddled by our mothers, because when they get
oh, you're gonna
older,
get a lot of messages.
like, hey, it's cool because it's true. Like
They be like,
I
"Why are
hated
you
it. Like
saying this?"
it make my skin crawl, to have to, what I'm saying, in the times that I had to be at home or whatever, like, before I started working, what I'm saying, before I actually started making some money. It's different to come home, regroup, restructure, get your business together or whatever, but it's a whole different thing when you are basically, stuck. And I've been there, and I said to myself, I said, I'd never ever you know, never be driven by Miss Daisy. I never ever like just go live with a woman. Now, if me and her been rocking for for some years, and then I fell on hard time, or not some years, but some time, and you know what I'm saying, and we
That's
already in the
different.
process, that's
That's
different.
you're right.
But
That's a different dynamic.
but
But just
exactly.
off the bat, meeting some like you ain't never, you don't even know this person' middle name. You don't know nothing. Where what hand they write with, nothing. You just completely like I don't even I'm like I don't even understand how could you like women be like, oh well, I want to meet him. I'm like, but you don't know nothing about him. What's his last name? We ain't got that far. But then why you going out with somebody you don't know their last name? Is that drink? And then like, wait a minute, fellas, every woman don't drink, so stop asking people do they want to go out for drinks too. Side note, but still, I'm like, are you that hard up for dick? This is what we reduced to.
Whoa.
I'm
Anyway,
just saying, like,
I
you
mean,
shouldn't be that
but see,
hard up for no
but
damn dick for
I
that.
mean, but that's because, let me
Not to
stop you right there.
question your safety. It's about say. It's not even about that. Just
But
like I said, just take your time and get to know somebody first.
but no,
And if they
Deja,
don't have a
I
conversation, then they're not worth you meeting in the first place.
but girl, he was fine as hell, and
Good. He could be fine on
mm,
screen too. He can be fine on FaceTime. Let him be fine there.
you know what I'm saying. He put his little thing in the camera, like he just he
And
I
that's
went
why your ass
blind.
be crying that you 36 weeks pregnant too, cause he put his little thing in the camera.
Exactly, and then we end up
And then
you
you
got the
stuck raising a
baby.
baby that you really didn't want. But on the side note, you happy you got it. Okay.
Yeah, and now she's tied to him. But see, that's the thing. We need more women like you talking, and more, and it's getting
No, because they
it's
say I'm
happening.
paranoid. They be like, "You paranoid about me?" I was like, "No, it's about my safety. I don't know your intentions. I don't know your motives.
Mm,
I want to know you first. Let's cross
exactly.
all those bridges. Because, like I said, when you're a working woman, you don't really have time to sit down and all this other stuff. We getting it. We getting it back. We catching the
Hmm.
next flight out. We ain't got time for this shit. So
Hmm.
I want to know your
So
motives real fast. Yeah.
real fast, like what's the deal? What's the deal? What's going
What's
on
up?
now? Hold on,
You gonna waste my
we got
time on all?
exactly. So I want to real quick. I want to shout out Jadaio Gaming. That's our sponsor, and Patreon. That's our other sponsor. Shout out to them. Shout
That's
out L Streets over there, Jadaio, and Patreon. Everybody that subscribed to me on Patreon,
right.
y'all help make all this possible.
Yeah.
Shout out King Robinson and
And
Josh over there.
subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to his channel immediately.
Hmm.
What are you doing with
Hmm.
your life?
Everybody hit that like button for us. So now I just want to say, as far as dating in general, in this year especially, like I feel like people need, like I said it, I'm gonna say it, I said it before, I'm gonna say it again, everybody that's watching. Men, you need to get your business straight.
Women,
Ladies,
get your business straight too. You stop
and
slacking.
if you got some kids, make sure they respectful and mannerable. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? Make sure they mind their manners and mind who, you know what I'm saying? And
Exactly.
if you date, I'm gonna just say this for experience from dating a couple people that had kids.
You didn't
Wait as
date
long as
any people
possible.
with kids. Get your life.
I did, and I'm gonna tell you this: if you are dating somebody that's got kids, and you know what I'm saying, I
Work
had a
up.
girl. Well, I had anyway. No, but what I was saying is,
Okay.
um, what I was saying is, if you don't have any kids and you're dating somebody with kids, Wait as long as possible before you meet them children, and make sure you let her know, or you let that person know, or the one man or woman, that you're not going to deal with what you're not going to deal with from them, what you
The
expect from them.
expectation.
You know what I'm saying? All of that. If you and I've had women block me or delete me because I didn't have kids. I feel like if you have kids
Really?
and that other person has kids, yeah, because I feel like it's a little bit easier because y'all ain't gonna be able to link up as much. You know what I'm saying? This other person don't feel like they gotta like battle for this because you know what's up. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like 2021, if you gonna risk it because you ain't gonna have no type of say or whatever. But if you got your own kids and y'all got separate kids or whatever, and y'all before y'all get together, get married, whatever you gonna do, Brady bunch it up, then y'all need I think that's the better fit because it's better synergy because the kids gonna have to get along regardless, and it takes the pressure because now both parents got to be able to discipline both kids. Now, if I'm coming into the situation without a child and I'm trying to discipline this child, it ain't gonna work. They're gonna be more susceptible because okay, I'm gonna be able to,
How did we
we're
get
gonna.
on single mothers? Wait, back
No, no,
up.
no. I was just saying about dating. Now, for the people that solo bolo out here, that you single like the last Pringle, you got to, like Deja said, you gotta had a conversation. Um, you know what I'm saying? Be honest.
Take as long
Um,
as you need. That's what
exactly.
I'm gonna keep telling y'all that. Take as long as you fucking need. You need
Hmm.
that to
And
really
don't.
understand, and because you don't want everybody. Everybody's in. What I learned in this 27 years of living is you don't want everybody's energy around you. Everybody's energy is not right for you in your space. Protect your peace and protect your energy. So that's why I say
At
take
all
as long
costs.
as you need
At all costs.
at all costs.
Mm, I just want to ask you. Now I gotta ask you about. I want to ask you about this particular topic. Um, why is it when people, because we seen Dr. Dre this week, he had a brain aneurysm. We, prayers up to him. He's going through a really nasty divorce. We seen Kim K and Kanye divorce,
Thank you,
because
Jesus.
now we not finna get
There
into
is a
detail
God in
about
the
it.
room. There is a whole God.
Jeezy called Jenny Maya his queen, and we know what Jenny Maya said before about uh dating black men.
Okay. So
So
get to your point, kill zone.
my point is, why is it a certain uptick in people who are dating interracially, flexing, and black people in particular, because no other race of people does this but us. We
Mm.
we 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 eternally flexing.
Um,
So how do you feel about it?
dating interracially, like the
No, flexing
broadcasting
that.
of it.
Yeah, how you feel about
I mean, if you love that, if you genuinely love that person, then more, that's your love. That's your each couple has their own love language, and how you display your love for each other, that's yours to keep. So if that's their way of display, if that's how they feel now, so granted, some people do that just to be ignorant because they know they can piss off black women, and it's a trigger for black women because and they said this, Mr. Let Go. You need to follow him on YouTube because he give out great advice. But um he was talking about why black women are single. And then he says sometimes, mass incarceration or, just gang activity. Like he was giving a list of stuff. And he said in these other races they get boosted up because, you know, they get so okay. It's like the basketball players that get the white girls, right? That's
it?
built like black girls. He said that like when they broke, they want the black girls because she can help him be strong. But the white girls are the ultimate goal because they never could get that before. So it's kind of like a trophy or an award of what they couldn't have before. Now they can have it. I'm not saying that's true because I'm not a man. I don't know. But it's like they look at those type of or exotic women as trophies, not as people. And dealing with the entertainment industry, like I was modeling, acting, all that stuff, I ran across a lot of women that felt like they were objects rather than people. And it was
Mm.
like, look what I can get. But it was never genuine. They
Mm.
was treated as a trophy wife, but it
Now
wasn't.
hold on. We gotta flip it on the white slash light skinned sisters out there too.
What
A
about?
lot of a lot of them don't date black men
That's true.
because hold
Well,
on until they
they
get
want
some
them pretty
money.
babies. They feel like they
No, no,
babies
no,
gonna come
no,
out
no,
pretty.
no, no. It ain't even about that. This is what it's about.
But you
It's
asked me,
about
right?
it's no, it's about why do white women don't want to deal with black men? Why don't they want to deal with black men? Um, Before they come up? Why don't they want to black deal with a black man that's working,
I asked you.
that's kind of grinding to his on his purpose and everything else like that? Why do they wait until the man is profitable? Because a lot of women do it. It ain't just white women, but they make it a point. Like, no, I don't want to date those black men. You know what I'm saying? And look
Now,
how
now,
dirty and
granted, now,
dusty and
granted, now,
nasty and
granted, that could be your standard. Now, let's not take that away, because that could be somebody's standards too. It don't have to just be because of they arrogant. Because I know a lot of women that don't want to date no bums, or they don't want to date a regular schmegular guy with a 9 to 5. They really
well
want.
then.
I mean,
Well,
that's their
you want to be
standard.
bought,
You
but
can't
no, but then they
dispute
want
that.
to be, but then that means you can't get mad at the man if he look at you as an object, because at this point now I'm tricking and paying for you, and basically that's all you want is you keep falling in love with your body, and you fall in love with his bank account. So there you have it. There is no genuine there's no there's nobody being genuine in a relationship. There's nobody
That's
being
true.
real in a relationship.
That's
Y'all, you and so the women can't get mad and the dudes can't get mad if they get used, because you signed this, what you signed up for. This what you signed up for, and this is what you asked for when you dealing with a woman strictly off of, you know what I'm saying, like and then wifing her up. Now, if you successful and these women start coming out of nowhere, you got to be able to know how to deal with it. You got to know, okay, I'm
Okay,
gonna be able
but
to
just
pull this.
because, okay, but hold on. Before you dive even more into that, the tone has been set for the relationship, right? Y'all both using each other for, y'all own personal gain. But what if you decide, now a lot of women make up in their mind that's not what they want to do anymore. A lot of women change their mind and be like, you know what? I don't want to live like this. I don't want to be an object no more.
Okay, well then
Because a
don't
lot of
take
them
all
have
the
been.
money.
But see, no, no, see, now they knee deep. That's easy to say that. But see, when you get like into these marriages and these long term relationships, that's not that easy. Just to be like, well, then fuck it, don't take this and that. They already in it. They've been in it for
No,
years, years.
no, I feel like we need to get rid of.
It's not that easy.
Uh, I feel like no, I'm finna say something else
Because when you've been
controversial. I
when
feel
somebody has accustomed you to a lifestyle, and just like with these YouTube, like relationships that's never manifesting, that like they always cheating on each other. It's always a scandal, but they go back because of the money. It's just not easy to call that quits. It's not, especially when y'all have built an empire together. Because guarantee you, she
they
brought some
ain't
things to
built
the
the
table too.
she.
No,
No,
she has
most of them
built some.
girls ain't
And
bringing nothing to the
it's
table.
Chelsea. If she's been modeling and stuff, that's bringing the bag still, regardless of what you
They
say.
ain't bringing
She
nothing
has
to no
brought
damn table.
something to the table. It ain't just pussy.
She, mo-
What?
mm,
No,
she
it's
brought
deeper than
that.
just pussy.
She
Any man
she
can get that. It's something else to her that makes him want to give up some stuff.
most not no I'm saying, but nowadays, like back in the day when you had like the Kamora Lee Simmonses,
And she was a
and
model for
and
years.
but I'm saying
Straight out of
back in the
St.
day,
Louis, by
hold
the
on,
way.
but yeah, exactly. Shout out to Kimora. That's actually my people's, but I'll talk about that in another
I love
video.
her. I met her.
Yeah. So yeah. What was I finna say? So, but she brought something to the table, and Russell Simmons brought something to the table. So let me tell you
Yep.
what it is.
Okay.
But nowadays, a lot of these women don't. It ain't a Kardashian. They not bringing bands to the table. You know what I'm saying? What up, what up, nephew? My boy C Will C3 Wavy checking in. None of these women are bringing nothing to the table. Like they staying down for the come up so they can come up and then they can dip out and exit. They not coming. They not in the gym. Like I could say, let me think of somebody that I could say that was in the gym with somebody. Like, mm, I could make the argument for Dr. Dre's wife, even though it's messed up that she wants this insane amount of money, I can make the argument with him leaving and not having as much money and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can make the argument for Kobe, you know what I'm saying, for him to her staying through the scandal and her, raising these girls
Because
and
they
these
is
girls.
accustomed to the lifestyle. Getting back to
Yeah,
what I said. Yeah.
I can make an argument, but a lot of these women don't be having nothing or bringing or contributing nothing
So
to the table.
those women you just named had something because
I mean, they might, but I'm saying, like,
you sure?
what I'm saying, like, I'm not saying that they had something, but they was there and they
But
was
you just said
down
the
through the
women.
hall. But I'm saying they
No,
don't
you were
be.
down through a cheating scandal. You cheated. You violated our marriage. I mean, ain't
Yeah,
like
but I'm not even
that's
just that.
different.
But I'm talking about the injuries. I'm talking about the gangsters pulling up on, Suge and them pulling up on Dre. I'm talking about all of that. I'm talking about all of that. I'm talking about, you know, real deals, life situation. Jay Z and B, not Jay Z and Beyonce, but um, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about women that have been through there and have helped men pull them up by their bootstraps and like invested like time and
So
money and
you're
stuff.
saying
Not
that to
not
say
just this
what?
chick, not just this chick that I thought was fire, and I'm gonna wife her up because she fire. She not doing nothing. She not contributing nothing. It's the same thing with a dude. If a dude is in that position, we look at him crazy like Kendu, right? With Mary J. Blige. Now Kendu is entitled to some of Mary J. Blige's stuff, even though I feel like as a man you shouldn't be reliant or be,
Well, he was her
mixing
manager. That's
business
a
with.
that's a that's a different dynamic because he was her
But I'm
man.
just saying but it was mixing pleasure with business. But my point is, he helped her get away from Puffy and them messed up contracts that they all signed. Now, no disrespect to
And she
Puffy. Shout out to
still with
Puffy.
Puffy though. Okay, but
No,
go.
she ain't with Puffy no more. She's got her
She's
own
homeless.
deal.
You know, Puppy just bought her a house. Where you
No,
been?
she did all that so that Kendu would get that money. He still ended up getting that
Get
money.
your life. Get go
He
go
did
ahead.
because she did the dude move when when 50 Cent got sued for all that money, all of his money, and he really ain't even show all his money because 50 got money for days, but 50 didn't want to come up off of that 4, 5, 6 million, so he played broke. Now 50 got, if that vitamin water deal is worth $60 million. He had all that
And
money
ain't nobody
tied.
drinking that shit no more.
Okay, but still, people still drinking it. But the point
Who?
I'm making is he played broke, just like Mary J. Blige played broke and played destitute and played like he had everything sold up and locked in. He ain't do none of that. She did that for the cameras and for us to feel sorry for.
That's
I
another
feel like
conspiracy theory. But okay, go ahead.
no,
Go
that's not
on.
because that's what
It
people
is.
do
She
in a
ain't got no.
divorce
Mary ain't got no money. But
in a
okay.
civil suit. No, I'm saying because he helped her get the money. The money is in her name. Now he get his little finder's fee for working the deal out, getting the deal or whatever. Just like with
Okay, but
Vincent
you been back on topic.
or oh
You
hold
saying
up,
the same. Say
Vince
what?
and Vincent Tamor. That is
Oh,
a
that nigga owes
shooting
so
in the
much money
gym
in
situation.
Sony. Get off my. Get off. Get bye. Bye,
You said
y'all.
what? Who
That nigga
said?
owes so much money in Sony that they foreclosed on a mansion. Get your life. No.
Well, that's
And
because
she
Vince might have been
divorced
out
him
here cheat.
because she didn't want to get taken to court for that shit either. That's the
Oh
real
well,
reason.
that's because he was
Because
out here tricking. That's what that was.
Sony was gonna sue his ass, and so she got the hell up out of there before they took her shit. That's the
Oh
real
well,
truth.
he Vince should have been out here cheating and getting weight loss surgery
Vince
and
was
all that.
not
But the point,
cheating on Tamar. Tamar was cheating on Vince, actually.
well, he did a lot of spending because he was doing a lot of spending trying to get away and
But
trying
guess
to.
what? She was still accepting those purses. She had a whole room just full of purses. She had a
Oh
whole
yeah, so
room full
he
of high
tricked all
heels.
that money.
So
He
it's
tricked all
like,
that money off, and she was he was insecure. But again, you don't mix flesh with business. But she was there when
how was
he
he
was
insecure? He
helping.
was managing Lady Gaga. He was managing Miley's behavior. He was managing a lot of Tony Braxton.
you
All
you
them.
you you still insecure because Vince is a big dude. She is a hot girl.
Here we go. I know some
This is,
cocky big niggas. That's bullshit.
but we look. I could look at. We can see how Vince was, and Vince was not. No, he did not have the juice. He got the juice now, but he didn't have the juice.
He
And
had the
speaking as
juice
a,
back then because guess what?
he didn't
Money
have it.
talk for him. When he
No,
pulled
but
off in that damn Ferrari and stuff,
no,
Vince
that's
was
not
about
the
that
juice.
life.
That's the tricking. That's not the juice. The tricking and the
It
juice
still
is
got
two
the
different things.
hoes though. It got him.
That he got that because everybody if y'all when y'all see
Who is y'all? Who is y'all?
when women see a guy with a hot girl, they gonna automatically come up out them clothes because they feel like, dang, what does she got that what makes him so special to get this type of woman? What makes him qualified
It
to
ain't even
get?
about that. You
He
reading
got
you
he
reading it too deep. You
no,
read
that's what
deep.
it is.
Let
That's
me
what it
tell you
is.
what it is. No, it's not because a
Cause
lot of
y'all
people.
level us up. Like
No,
if I
no,
got
no.
if
Listen,
I got the,
would you shut the hell up?
I'm gonna get you. Let me
Shit.
finish my thought.
No,
You keep cutting me
your
off and then go tell
invalid
me to shut up.
because that's
Go
people.
ahead.
Look,
Go ahead.
I know a
Go
lot
ahead.
of models in this industry from Victoria's Secret on, and let me tell you, these women Google your ass before they even talk to you. You, yeah. But like I
It's
said, these women will
it's
Google
the
you on
tricking.
dates, and then it's just like they figure out who you are even before they already know. It's just certain spots, even in LA. It's certain spots in restaurants you go to that celebrities normally do go to, and you scout them out. It's already
It's
premeditated. It's
it's not
premeditated
delivery.
anyway.
It's not delivery.
It
It's
is.
the tricking.
It's not.
It's the
It's the
tricking. That's what it is.
premeditation. Say it with me, baby. Premeditation. Okay?
It's not delivery. It's the tricking.
No, it's not.
But
Oh
my
my
point is,
God.
I feel like because women, y'all, it's been
Who
set up
is
like that.
y'all?
As women nowadays, y'all are statistically making more money. Y'all are being put in different positions. Y'all are getting y'all own
That's
bag.
what y'all
You
want?
know what I'm saying?
1 minute they talking about we ain't making no damn money. Now we making the money. Yeah, y'all make so much money. What?
No, but you don't need to get my. If we married because of love, that's why I feel like child support, alimony need to get abolished. Both people need to take care of their
Okay,
kids if they
hang
get.
up my phone. Bye.
Oh Lord,
I'm finna
Lord,
hang up the chat.
oh
Now
Lord,
you got
no,
this shit twisted.
no, because see, if a woman had more money, then y'all be like, oh, he ain't getting nothing. I ain't finna get him nothing, and da, 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 da,
No,
da.
that's not true because
But if the
my mother pays child support. She pays for my brother still, but and then just because of financial, court documents, family court, all that other stuff. If you don't do shit for your child, you should be accountable. You are responsible for whoever you bring into this motherfucker. So whoever you bring up in here, you are reliable for. That's what that's price you pay when you lay down and spread your legs. Period. You should pay for something, and nobody should force you to pay. You should want to pay anyway because that's your child. But some people,
this is why
they
Jay
don't
Z
have
be
common
letting
sense. It's
Beyonce.
not common, and that's the reason why. And we got to get up out of here because
Well, hold on. That, but my point is, I feel like if people would marry people that they love instead of people that they lust or they feel like they can take advantage of, because dude, fellas, you gotta slow down on that tricking. That tricking is what's getting you played and uh getting you took to court and losing everything that you
Do you
have.
not realize
You
these
know,
niggas was lame back in school? So now they got older, they got some money, they want to get the girl that they have
they
always.
want to trick. They
Okay,
want to get their
so
trick
let's just
on.
let's
Walk up.
call let people use people. Why you can't just let people use people and just call it a day?
No, because you can trick on a female and then go about your own business. You don't have to wife them up. You could get
No, 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 y'all.
you
We finna end this
could.
because
No,
Killzone
I'm for real.
is
No, but I'm saying why I got to wife. See, they got to wife this
yeah.
girl up. This is
Why?
where me. Hold on.
You
I'm
don't
finna I'm
have
finna
to.
get some.
No. You don't have to do anything. There's choices in life. We all have a choice. What you choose to do with your raggedy ass life, that is solely your responsibility and it's on you. So if your ass take a hit and your bank account take a hit, that's your fucking fault. Period. And I'm out. Cause I'm not about to do this tonight.
Oh, here you go. When we
Here
get
we
to
go.
have when it get no, we in agreeing on what we say in agreement. But I'm just saying to the
We
men
are,
in
but you talking
2020.
about something? No, like they ain't got no choice. They got you got a choice to lay the pipe down or not. You made that decision, so live with to every action. There's a consequence.
I want to just say to the fellas out here in 2021, stop tricking. Just because she look good and she fine and this, that, and the third,
And
don't
women
mean
stop
that.
tricking too, cause I know some of y'all sugar mamas. I ain't gotta go
Hey,
that
I'm
far. I ain't
I'm
gonna.
looking for me a sugar mama to pay this light
You
bill.
still wouldn't know what to do with them. You still wouldn't
Oh
know what
no,
to do with
I
them.
look.
Baby
I've been
girl just get
campaigning.
lost in the
I've
sauce.
been campaign. I've been campaigning.
You
I've been
wouldn't know what to do
campaigning.
with that shit.
I know
You
what
be
to
like,
do
baby,
with
come over there and let me fix you some Kool-Aid.
her. Hey,
Yeah.
cool, cool. I actually had. I'm gonna tell you a story right quick. I'm gonna tell y'all a story
No,
real
no
quick.
more stories. We don't have no
No, I'm gonna tell.
Killzone Jones story time for kindergartners. Stay tuned on the next
No,
Truth Be Told podcast. Y'all remind him of that story next time, okay? We love y'all. Happy
okay.
New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year, y'all.
Stay blessed and
Uh,
stay safe.
all right, y'all.
Yeah, because he's
Peace.
going to keep y'all till tomorrow.
No, I ain't
Peace.
gonna be no here till tomorrow.
Yeah, you would. Bye.
Bye.